I'll show you something which is it's important to understand few things here. First of all, think about character. Okay, what kind of character you have, most important, because if you don't think about character but you try to do good action, right, and just a good move, that will not work. And like I said, all the time when you start any scenes, you have to think about character. That's why I want to show you very simple. It's a cycle. Yeah, it's a dog. It has certain character. He has some purpose, not just happy-go-lucky. He has purpose, and also he has a really sturdy body. You see that, and heavy weight. Also, proportion-wise, it's kind of like really big feet, right? Big fat. It's not necessary for you to do the same character I did, but you have to start with your own character. Principle is, of course, to do. This is trot, actually, by the way. This is not a walk. It's not a gallop, right? It's a trot. It's between walk and gallop. And what actually and how you start? First of all, you have to think about keys. You see, here is a key. See that, right? It's a down position for the body, for everything. You see, it's a pushing down everything, right? The only problem, problem is really serious, how much he jumped up from this position lowest to the highest. That's your feelings, and mostly animation about feelings. The principle I show you, it's so simple, but you have to decide it how far. If it's too high, you will lost weight, you will lost attention, you will lost, I would say, emotion of the character. And the question is, like I said, the position from that down. That's how you start. Everything feels like a pushing down. And how far from that position up to this position. Here, maybe just a bit. In my case, it's just a bit. It's up to you. In how many frames you wanna hold this character or not moving hold, actually. Upper position or downward position, right? Like this. That's the important thing. That's when you started. You have to think about this key and this key. That's it. Okay. All other stuff is breakdowns and in between these two keys. I can show you. See that? That's a down, right? And this is up. Also, think this way. When you do character on a pen, it's a penner, right? You have to think about moving his legs in the same distance. Not just like this, that, right? This, that, right? It's kind of like if you're thinking about, I don't know what the name of this, when people, walking, right?
A treadmill.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking, right? And the legs always, will be in the same distance all the time. Think this way too, but first create keys, that one and that one. After that, make a breakdowns. Think about the very important thing to remember too. If dog has rib cage, right? It's not only dog. Part of his shoulder blades and connected to his legs. It's kind of like a scarf. You see, kind of scarf around, like a wrapping rib cage, right? Kind of like that. And when it moves, it could be moved this way. I'll show you, okay, this, right? Or this. I show you here. You see that parts? That's the most important. If you do dog, or you do horse, or you do whatever, cat, lines, that's where actually energy on the movement, for run, for everything, for walk, it started from that part called shoulder blade, right? It's interesting thing. Human, we don't have that, right? We not really depends on that. Hold on. Let's say that's animal rib cage, right? Like dog, right? It's wrapped around. 1 and second. I recommend connected that because it will be easier for you to feel what's going on. Like it's going front, it's going this way, or this going back. The shoulder blade is number one, mostly. For the back, of course, it's important thing to remember that same way like a scarf, right? One leg here and another leg, you see, like a scarf, another leg is right here, right? But if this way, this leg moves front, another one could move back. But if you connect it, it's way easier to feel what's going on with either legs, right? I hope it's not really hard, it's not really tough. It's not easy to understand right away, understand that too, but you have to think. Think about this like a sausage, right? Sausage. The neck is continuation, see? It's continuation. And this one is the shoulder blade. Elbow. We will not see this part, but you have to draw through. I always recommend draw through. Same here, right? This one is right here. This one is right there. Mark with a black color. It's way easier to, to control which leg is closer to us and which one is further from us. That's it. Fluid. That's what is this attention of animation. If everything not a partial, right, build everything like a very much unit. It's actually next one will be human, human figure, and there will be the same principles like I show you today. But for human, it's way harder to do because it's vertical. Here is principle. I call this principle. Oh, you know that, right? You understand? I'm talking about scissors, right? Scissors principle. Open or close. That's how it works. Always open and close. Of course, in human, it's kind of like this, right? But principle is same way. Close position and it's open position. Same way for animals. Basically it, and you can start it. Yeah, start to do your keys first. Think quickly. Think about what kind of character it is. It could be like I said. Character, proportions, could be like this, right? Very short. But you see, even short, it has to connect everything. Unity. Okay, go ahead. Animation about thinking. You have to believe me. Thinking and feeling. That's it. But then I recommend to draw small drawings, like a thumbnail, to create character in small drawing. It's way easier than just draw right away the character. Yeah, try to, not necessary to do animation, but at least you can create character in a small version. But then less lines, big, long lines, okay? Don't break the lines. Like when you draw your character, feel like you're actually writing. You don't draw your letters, right? Feel like you draw same as you write letter or whatever. Connected, everything, like I show you. Okay, now what is good? Like a bulldog, right?
I don't know, maybe like a corgi again.
Corgi.
I'll try to find it, but it's hard to do this, like small legs.
Yeah, looks like very sturdy, like sturdy build. That's why I asked and tell you that looks like a bulldog. But anyway, whatever. Okay, this funny dog. I like it too. Nice. How about front legs? So, like I said, you see this kind of sausage, right? This part, you see, it's kind of like this, like this, like that. Elbow, it's a front, right? And this, it's a back. Think this way. Tail, like I remember, right? Tail is continuation of the spine line. That's it. You see, everything very connected. Kind of like cut it this way and this way. Also, guys, see if this character has this head, yeah, you have to feel that's the ball. This kind of like cucumber, right? The connection from the neck into the leg and into the shoulder blade. Anyway, I always recommend more simplified and make less details than more details. That's what I always recommend. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's enough. You can start your animation. But then, can you see my screen? Don't break the spine line. It has to be one big line. This.
Okay.
Don't break like this. Okay, it could be this way, yes, but it's one big line. Okay, you see, this make it simple and connect it again. Try to connect it everything. See, this one and this one, everything has to be connected. I know it's hard, it's kind of challenge, but you have to understand that. But then there's kind of like a scarf on the top. You have to feel it's kind of like a sausage. And here, that's what you have. And another one, and if you want to move up front, you just move that part first. Or if it's back, this part could be like this. Not partially again. Only thing and a basic thing, like a major thing of that assignment, to feel unity, to feel simplicity and unity. More one thing, it's important, the head, right, it's good. The neck curve, you see neck curve from the top curve. And right after you have spine curve. It's too many curves, you see. I can show you again. More like this, okay? Like this, but this is like this, you know, like this, that way, not like that way, because it's, see? Too many curves, it has to be opposite way. Actually, it's kind of like this. And here is also shoulder blades. Okay, continue. Very nice. And like I said, today for your future, the one position when legs is like this, right? Scissors principle, right? Open, close, right? Front is open, this is closed. Next one, that's the opposite way. Close and open. Madeleine, simplify your drawings. Like this body, right? Like I said, again, try to make it simple. Open position and close position. Doesn't matter what kind of body you have. I mean, not you, I mean your character. Even shorter, maybe legs shorter. But like I said, very simple. Make it simple. And the shape is like this, right? Yeah, simple. Draw simple again. Simple. And again, I know it's not easy, I perfectly understand. Like I said, attention to everyone, don't draw like this. Don't do this. Don't do like, what? Why? Like I said, when you draw or when you write something, right? You do this way, right? A, B, C, D, right? Same way. If you miss something, don't be worried. You can, correct it. But try to do big lines. Big lines again, long big lines like this. Amazing. See, big lines connected, not like not like this. Try it, work this way will be easier for you, will be way easier for you. When you touch the screen, try to hold it on the screen. Not hold it, actually. Keep this touching. That's what I'm talking about. Keep the touching. Not interrupt your drawings. More interesting thing. Looks interesting. Yeah, this is better. More, in your case, like I said, you try to draw everything with lines. Kind of like your drawings, it's similar to draw illustration, like a one drawing. But to keep the shape and the same amount of mass, right? When you draw your animation, draw big blocks, big mass, like I show you, right? Like a balls, eggs, or sausage, whatever. They'll help you to keep character in the same shape, same amount of shape. Yeah, by the way, you don't need to actually in between, like in my case, just in between for fun. But you can do like enforce, just main keys and extremes, that will be enough. More start from spine. Start your drawings from spine all the time. Spine and connected to the neck and to the head. Yeah, by the way, like I said, never draw straight ahead. You need to draw first, you need to draw keys and work between keys. That will be exactly how it works. That's the way, only the way, how to do really good animation. Vladlena, you're right. Yes, front legs exactly the same like I show you. Exactly. Like a towel or scarf on the top of rib cage. Yes, absolutely.
It took some time, but I get it now.
Oh yeah. No, that's why, honestly, I amazed all of you guys. Like you so fast. It's not easy, but you catch it, absolutely. And then, like I said, first doing just the two keys. Yeah, you already did one.
It's like the easiest I can do. I always draw with a lot of like lines. I don't know, just hard to control it for me. I try, but not every time it works.
Okay, the only think this way again to everyone. When this position crossing position, right? That's the highest one, right? Because it's a straight, vertical straight, right? See? But when it's this one, it's right here, it's a lower. See?
So on my drawing it should be opposite. The bottom of the bottom of the corgi should be higher than front, yeah?
Yeah, it's like I always said, like if you talk about human figure, right? You see human figure and this position for the leg like this, right? But when it's right here, everything will be lower, you see?
Yeah.
Same principle is here. This is higher, this is lower. Like I said, scissors principle. You see, scissors. If it works, in my case, what I show you, that was Trot, right? In Trot, everything is, like almost parallel because it's kind of a little jump, right? It's not just walk. This is walk. You can do walk easy, right? But if it's Trot, just whole body moves up and down. It's kind of different type of land, which means in your drawing, this first drawing, right? His pelvis is supposed to be higher. Anyway, you see how it's connected everything here. It's actually bent a bit. I mean, I'm talking about spine line, but very subtle. Again, this is not a walk, it's Trot, but the principle, if you see here, it's the same. This position, see? This is higher, yeah? Look at that. See? This is higher, this is lower.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, the easiest way, just keep character in the same place, and legs just slide it like a pen. But okay, if you do this way too, it's no problem. But you need to, to draw much more carefully when you draw character moving through the screen, But then, one thing I want to show you. Spine, right? It's connected to the head. That's kind of like this, not just kind of accidentally here or here. It's connected. If it's something happened, it's kind of like this, but it's connected. Don't draw like partially this, partially this, partially this. No, like I said, everything is connected. Easy to do, it's the hardest to do, promise you. Everything what you do, you have to simplify. I know it's hard, but try to work this way, guys. Yeah, then right. I remember when I was working on Disney, there was one good task or assignment. Don't draw with pencil, draw with pen, because line is obvious. And when you draw with pen, you can't erase it, right? That's what I recommend to do obvious, certain lines, not just, kind of too rough and too smudgy, okay? I recommend to anyone. Simplify, but draw main shapes. Did you hear this? No? I'm talking about when you draw
I heard that you mentioned that keep it simple.
Yeah, like a chest, right? If you draw like this, and pelvis. In the same way here, it's way easier to keep the same shape, same mass, same size, you see? Because when I see your drawings, you draw just lines, and that's why it's kind of chewing in the shapes, it's getting bigger or getting smaller. That's why I recommend to work, you see, kind of like this, but you have shapes, and easier to do everything than this, right? Because you have shapes here, and connections, spine line. The shape always help you to create, fullness of the character, really fullness, not just the lines. Again, that's hard, I know, but without that you cannot create right poses and keep the same size all the time. That's why I always recommend to draw shapes. Shapes means like I said, this is a ball, right? This is a ball and connected, I don't know, nose, eyes, kind of this, right? But it's shape, it's not lines. Shape. Always work with shape. You see that like egg shape, ball, egg shape.
I also was drawing and I realized that just the volume is changing, and I was like, oh, I need to redraw that with the shapes.
Yeah,
And
because that's why its shape is so important. Like I always show drawing this Mickey, right? You can see the shape very clearly. You start with shapes, not with lines. That's why drawings are so solid and simple. When I draw that one, that lines, I feel the shape. Without that, I will not feel what's going on with this character. You see, you feel like it's a la 3D feelings, because lines is just a border of the shape. That's it. You see, only that's a border of the shape, but shape is on the top. Anyway, like I said, that's like this. Just one thing, very simple. Show you something. Even like this, right? How to finish this, right? How to finish. You have that drawing, and you have, let's say, 9, right? You see, that's what I wanna tell you. See, this down, this is up, right? This is up, this is down, right? Yeah? You see, that's it. That's your keys. That's your keys. And when you do in-betweens, okay? Or breakdowns, basically, not in-betweens. You can do like this, right? But what's happened with that? It's not just straight in between. No, it has to be delayed, which means it's kind of like this. It's right here.
I also have a question. If it's the contact pose, they need to stay on the same spot, or they move a little bit?
Yeah, like I said, same spot, only up and down. Don't move front or... That's what I show you.
That's what I...
You see, this is like a breakdown now.
Yeah.
It's a breakdown. I'll show you. See, like this, like this, like this. See, but this one is down, right? This is down. Always to the very end, keep it like that. Keep it like that. See, kind of support, right? And like I said, this is like a scarf. That's like this, and this is like this. Can you see that? That's like this. That's it. It's mostly done. You need just, what you need next. You need to copy this. Look at this. Copy first, okay? Control C, of course, right? 17. Okay, 17. Yeah, Control V, right? And now what you have to just flip this legs, right? They're supposed to opposite way, right? This leg is right here, right? And this leg is right here. How it's simple. And flip this one too. Instead of this leg, it goes further leg. But now it's closer. But this is, it's a front. But body, all body, everything is supposed to be absolutely the same. Mirror image, okay? See that? How simple. That's it. That's how you have to do. Yeah, like I said, that's a key. Work with key, and that's key. That's it. And if you want to do in between, right here, what you do here, that will be like here. This one will be like this, because it's arc. See, that part, and that part. But straight, of course, here, right? Because it's on the ground. Could be just a bit bent this way. You know why? Because if it's bent just like this, just a bit, that will be a really good contour reversal arc. You see, reversal arc. This arc and this arc. Okay. Any questions, huh?
Can you share this file? Is it possible?
Yes, that's why I want to save that. That's what I want.
Okay, that's cool.
Actually, this animation takes about, you see, like maybe 10 minutes to rough it. Of course, if you want to, tighten it down, you most definitely need to think about this. But the main idea, if you understand these principles, and if you understand all principles, I show you unity, right? Principle of scissors principles, right? Arcs, the body, always think this way. Only up and down, not like front, back. No, don't do this. By the way, when I was working salesman film in early ages, was in 18 something, 20s, 80s or 70s, 80s, right? I've seen lots of animators that do characters walk or run, they always do this way, It's kind of annoying. The characters are going up and down, not only up and down, but in front and the back, front and the back. Don't do this. And after that, when you, finish same way, you copy this, right? You copy that, make it mirror, change just, flip this legs position, but keep the same places. And that's it, you're done. It's so simple. Boom, 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 and then boom, boom. And always what I recommend, again, try to draw with shape only. Kate,
I have only these two poses. I will work on it.
Yeah, I
by
see.
myself.
But did you hear my some kind of knowledge?
Yes, I hear it.
Yes, what I'm talking about,
I'll
right?
improve it with body.
Yeah, keep character in the same place.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, nice doggy, but like I said, it's much harder to
That's
do.
line.
Plus good idea, very good idea all the time. Thinking about the ground, even it's one line, but the ground, right? You will see where your character is connected to the ground. Originally, I just did that dog trot for you on a one line, but originally, actually, I never do this. Usually, when I was working at Disney, right? Always perspective grid, you see? Perspective grid. Because if character walks, right? He is positioned for his legs on a different levels, right? This here, right? This is here, right? See? That's what it has to be. Same here. One leg is right here, and another leg is right there, right? Same here, right? See, that helps you to really feel perspective, right? See, you have that kind of grid. Okay, but anyway, easiest way, just one line, like a totally profile. Yeah, Marlena, can you show me your stuff? I didn't see your stuff. Did you finish something? Okay.
I have only these two frames. I see the body moves a bit, so I'll check it.
Yeah, good.
It will be only up and down, because here it's a little bit moving.
Okay, one thing, it's called, in English it's called stiff, right? Stiff. Stiff means it's not flexible enough. Why? Because it has to be not just, kind of like that and kind of like that, right? When you do any character, what's happened? The spine line has to be changed from here to here, right? Not much, maybe much, depends what kind of weight character has. Spine line, okay? Same with this, with the neck. If actually in that position, right? That position, the head, it's in the highest position, but when it's like that, the head is in a lower position. See? Anyway, this when it's lower position, head is higher position. This is down.
Yeah.
And of course, like this up, but this down. See, kind of compensation, kind of like this, or kind of like this. See, connection between this. Okay, and of course, body or spine line to changes. Not always like this. No, it can be like this. It's not much. It doesn't need to be like this, of course, but it has to change. Okay, working hard, not hard really working, right? Try to finish as you can, of course. But then it's a real nice connection, like I said, connection between two shoulder blades. You're absolutely right now. Same with pelvis, connection into legs.
Okay, thank you.
I believe that's it for today, right?
Just send us this file.
Yes, tricky. No, I'm just kidding. Of course. Sure, I will. I think maybe I can send right away. That's it. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Thinking. And again, try to draw with no broken lines, right? Big, long lines, okay? Number one. Number two, try to simplify everything. Number three, think about the shape, not lines. I mean, there's so many things to remember, right? But you have to. Without that, you can't do animation. But in the end of our session, I will say I'm really impressed anyway. It's really hard. I know it's hard. Assignment, and you're doing great. I like your stuff, but thinking, and
Don't forget about legs and the body movement.
Right, yes.
Arcs.
Yes, arcs, yes. Arcs, body movement. Spine line, very, very important. Spine line, vitally important. So, good. Bye. Have a good one.